Hey, hi Gina.
Hey,
Good
Andrej.
to see and hear you.
Good to see you.
We've been talking about executives and business owners, and we've been mentioning that they're staying up late and they're working late.
Yeah. Yeah. We know they all do, right? All those busy, successful business owners and executives definitely staying up late. And I'd say, honestly, what's keeping most people up at night is everything that just keeps spinning around in their head. I know I deal with that, but you're somebody
Mm,
who leads this awesome course called Mission Control. Why don't you say a little bit about what Mission Control has to say about all this stuff spinning in our head?
yeah. Well, most people don't have a system for collecting the information, sorting them out, and storing them. So they wind up with the notes everywhere. We could talk a lot about the different places, like physically, like around the desk or on the fridge. But what is most detrimental place to hold all the notes is in our head, and that's what is causing people to have to think about the past or what's going to happen tomorrow and worry about tomorrow's meetings, and being everywhere but not in present moment. And that is what is causing people to have to wake up in the middle of the night and freak out about the things that they might have fallen through the crack.
Yes, wake up in the middle of the night and freak out. Yeah, I woke up this morning thinking of conversations like, oh, right, I need to remember have that conversation with my significant other over dinner or when we have lunch. Or I look at my to-do list in the morning and I'm like, oh yeah, that thing keeps showing up and I keep not doing it. Maybe I need to delegate that.
Yeah, and you know what is interesting that I know so many people they love to have just one place where they have everything what they need and they know where to find it. Uh, and on the other hand, they would love not to have all those three, four places where they are, holding it right now. But the trouble is that there is always a reason why not to stop and actually put it in that one place, right? And what it looks like is that I have a good idea, or in this conversation, there is something really important to take a note, or there is a promise to take a note of, but I don't stop and take a note. So I make sure that by Monday you get it. I rather roll and I pretend to like I'm here and I'm, listening and then still thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna drop it.
Yeah.
So what the mission control is suggesting is to start to use the tool called capture tool. And
Oh,
what do you do with that? You just basically get it out of your head.
yeah.
Or what it supports is getting everything out of your head and use the capture tool for it.
So you're saying a capture tool. That sounds a
Mhm.
little odd. What's a capture tool?
Well, first of all, it's not a notepad or a diary.
Mm,
It is a tool for capturing the notes that would usually be kept in my head.
mm.
And it can be a little notepad like you see like this one, or it can be the voice recorder. These days you would use probably the iPhone. It depends on what kind of lifestyle you have, and some people have so much on their plate it's actually time to hire an assistant which capture tool is not going to handle it. And I know that is what your firm is great at, Gina. Helping people with getting a high caliber part-time virtual assistant.
Yeah, for
That is.
sure. I mean, that'd be the best of all worlds, right? You have this understanding of mission control, and then you also have some part-time assistant who's awesome and they understand and they use the tools of mission control. If you had both of that, you could really take your business to a whole other level and increase your peace of mind, not like take it to a whole nother level with more stress. I think
Mhm.
that's the great combo right there.
Absolutely, and there's one thing to note is that most of us are not organized, and lots of executives are not, and it's fine. Executive assistant with this tool is powerfully resource, if you can see it. And talking about the peace of mind, I really love in the middle of the night when I wake up and I have some obsessive thought, I just pull out this capture tool and I just write the note about it, and I'm free to fall asleep. And talking about other participants, what they're talking about is that they finish work earlier to start with. They connect with activities and people they love, and they're able to rest and wake up in the morning rejuvenated.
Mhm.
And what becomes available is really the peace of mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really true. And it's great. I mean, so for those people who might want to try using a capture tool, Why don't you give them
Mm,
a few tips about how to get started? And then, of course, if they really want to understand the best practices and other great tools of mission control, they can use the link that we're going to provide here.
yeah. So do one basic and a few of them. So one is to have only one place, one capture tool where I'm storing all my thoughts and ideas. The second one is have it by me all the time and use it. So to write down everything from my head, just get it out of my head, and during the course, we will learn how to handle each item at the end of the day. So you're starting with a clean slate every morning.
Starting with a clean slate every morning. Okay, cool. Who doesn't want that? That's great. And I can see that might take some discipline.
And compassion, especially giving grace to myself and others.
Cool. All right, well, you can click on the description below to learn more about the benefits of either using a part-time virtual executive assistant from my company, or follow the link below to either get a meeting with Andrej if you want to talk to him more about mission control, or go to the link below to just simply learn more about the next upcoming mission control course that he's delivering.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Thanks.